Welcome back to PowerPoint Training Online. Today we're going to be looking at actions, and actions is one of the items which you can insert into your PowerPoint presentation via the Insert tab. To give you a better idea of what a simple action could be, on a slide here we have all of our bullet points, and I've already set this one up so that when I click on any of these bullet points here, it will then take an action. In this case, it will skip to the next slide for me. Now, there are other actions, and that is what we are going to look at today. So, actions, like I said, are all on the Insert tab. Now, you do have loads of insert other bits and pieces. You got images, so forth. What we want to do is we want to come over to where it says links, and then we want to press on action. Now, you can see at the moment it's currently grayed out. That's because I don't have any item highlighted. So I'm just going to highlight the title here. And you can see the action box or button is now highlighted. And once you click on the action button, you will then get a pop-up. This pop is broken down into two sections. So you've got on mouse click and on mouse over, and you can select either one by going on to both of these tabs here. Mouse click will take an action when you've clicked your mouse on a particular item. Mouse over will take an action, but only when you hover your mouse over the item which you've set up. So I'm going to look at mouse click first, and you'll notice that the options are both the same. So you've got none, hyperlink, run program, run macro, object action on both of them. And then you also got the ability to play sound and highlight a click or a mouse over. So I'm going to start by looking at mouse click, and currently by default it's always going to be set to none. So the next option is to or hyperlink to, and on hyperlink to you are able to choose from the drop down where you want to go when you click on. Have stuff like next slide, previous slide, first slide, last slide viewed, end show. You can create a custom show, and you can also do to a particular slide in question, to a link, to a different presentation, and or another file. You've then got a run program. So again, very similar to opening a file, you're going to open a program. You've then got run macro. So if you ever use macros within your PowerPoint, you're able to run it from here by pressing a particular item. Now I haven't got any macros set up, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. And again, the same thing with object action. I've got none set up, so there's not a lot I can do with those bottom two in that box. You've then got the ability to play sound, so you can have that highlighted, and you can then you can choose your sound. You can also choose other sounds, so you can do stuff like adding your own custom sounds in as well. And then you've got highlight click, where as it sounds, when you press that click or when you click the mouse, it will highlight for you. Okay. And then mouse over, just to reiterate, it is the same options. So you've got none, hyperlink to, you got run program, run macro, object action, and then you also have highlight on mouse over, and it will only happen when you scroll your mouse over your object. And they are your action settings. Okay, and it's really easy to use these settings. So you can see here, if I just create a new slide in there, and I'm just going to choose layout 1, and I'm just going to have some bullet points. So I'm just going to type in there slide 1, and then slide 2. And I'm just going to leave that. And I'm just going to change that to contents. So now when I run my presentation, press that, and you'll see I'll have my table of contents here. Now I've got, obviously I can go left and right to go back and forward as you would expect. I can use my mouse, I can use a clicker, or whatever it is that you want to use. You can use both or all to go forward and backwards. Now what we want to do this time though is I want to set these up so that when I click on this, it will bring me to the relevant slide, whether that be slide 1, slide 2. And I'm going to highlight my slide 1. I'm going to go to insert, actions, hyperlink to. Now I could click next slide because it is the next slide in the deck, but for this example, I want to show you putting it in. So I can show you exactly which slide I want to click on. And I know in this content, we are looking for slide 3, which is this one here with the back button. So I'm going to select that and press OK, and then press OK. This time as well, I'm going to select slide 2, insert, action, and I'm going to hyperlink. I'm going to choose my slide again as well. So this one's slide 4, and I'm going to press OK. And this time around, I'm going to play a mini little sound. So arrow, press OK, I'm then going to go into presentation view so you can see this in action. And when I click on that, brings me to slide 1. Now I can press my back button, but nothing's going to happen yet. Again, if I press slide 2, it puts me back here. And if you listen, you will hear a sound. Probably didn't come over loud on my microphone, but it is there. Now what I want to do is I just want to have both of these back buttons as a back button. So click on the back button, press action, hyperlink to, and this time around I'm going to use last slide viewed. Okay, now I could set it to go back to another slide if I wanted to by going on slide and then selecting which slide. But when you're doing e-learning content, not everybody's going to work in the same flow. So it's always best just to go back to the previous slide. So what I'm going to do is just click on last slide viewed for there, press OK. And again on slide 2, insert action. And then we're going to click hyperlink. And then we're going to last slide viewed. So if I press OK, go back to presentation mode. Now this time around, I'm going to click on slide 1. Brings me to slide 1 as I was expecting. Now I'm going to press back. It brings me back to the last viewed. If I press slide 2 and press back again, it brings me back to the previous slide that I was on. It doesn't bring me to the previous slide in the deck. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to quickly add in another part here, my contents, and this is more so just so I can show you some examples. It's not building any slide deck in particular. So I'm going to have a couple of options here. I'm going to have open YouTube. I'm going to have open PowerPoint presentation, and then I'm going to have open. And we're going to start by highlighting open YouTube, where you're then going to click on the action button, and then we're going to click on hyperlink to, scrolling down to URL. Once we get this pop-up box, we then just need to paste our URL in there and press OK. Press OK again. That item is now set up to direct to a URL, i.e. YouTube. Next, we're going to open PowerPoint presentation. So again, we're going to highlight the text, click on the action button, and then we're going to click on hyperlink to, and then we're going to press other PowerPoint presentation. When we press that, it will then bring us to our file explorer, where we have to then locate a PowerPoint presentation. So the one we want to open. Once we've selected that, we're going to double click that or press highlight it and press open. And then we can press OK, that text to open another PowerPoint presentation. And once we have that selected, we will then be asked to choose which slide we want to open from that deck. We can just select the first one, and then once you made your choice, just press OK and then press OK again. And finally, we are going to highlight Open Word, click on Action. This time around, we're not going to click on Hyperlink. We are going to click on Run Program. And then we're going to hit the Browse button. Now, what we need to do is find the program that we want to open. Now that we have all them set up, I'm going to click on Presentation View, and we can then go through each of these. So if I start by clicking on Open YouTube, you will see it opens a direct link to YouTube. If I then click on Open PowerPoint Presentation, I get a pop-up box asking me if I'm sure I want to continue, and you will either choose yes or no. Obviously, if you don't trust the person that you got this slide deck from, then always choose no. If you do trust this person that you get the slide deck from, then choose yes. This will then open up the other PowerPoint presentation in presentation view, which means you can then go through that and you can continue on another presentation. This is really handy if you are at the end of your current presentation and you want to move on to the next one, you can do that. And then finally, I'm going to click on Open Word. And again, with the same message asking us if we trust this link that we are opening, so we can press Enable or Disable. If you choose Enable, it will then open the program you want. If you choose Disable, it won't open that program. So I can trust myself, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to open Enable, and you will then see Microsoft Word open up. I'm going to close it down now because I don't actually need Word open. But again, you can see how it works. I'm going to exit out of presentation view, and there you go. And there you have it, folks. That is how you use the action button. So we have gone through using the action button to navigate around a slide deck. We have used it to open links. We've also used it to open another presentation, and we have also opened it, and we've also used it to open another program. We really hope you enjoyed today's video, and we will see you next time. Have a good time. Goodbye. Thank you for joining us today. If you liked this video or found it useful in any way, please hit that like button and the subscribe button. You can do that either below or in the corner here. And if you want to learn more about PowerPoint, why not check out our next video? You can also visit powerpointtraining.online to find more information, including a full step-by-step guide with images. There is a link in the description below. Until next time, folks, goodbye.